taught you to hate yourself from the top of your head to the soles of your feet? Who taught you to hate your own
Going in
kind?
today
Who taught
on
you to
this
hate the
Monday,
race?
everybody that's listening on YouTube, y'all know what I need y'all to do. Go ahead and hit the like button. Make sure that you share this video. I want to talk about the Michael Jackson. Once again, the Leaving Neverland, documentary dropped, and a lot of people have been voicing their opinion. And a lot of people have been making a lot of rash, emotional decisions because of that. Now, put Drake in the spotlight. Now, Drake, it appears that pretty much Drake has dropped the song featuring Michael Jackson from a set list and in his UK concert tour. Now, according to the website setlist.fm, the rapper's performance at the Manchester Arena did not include Don't Matter to Me, a track from his Scorpio album that was him singing alongside vocals recorded by Jackson in 1983 in a session with Paul Anka. Now, Drake has previously recorded, with this song. Now it seems like he's taking this out of the lineup, removing it, and obviously amid the fresh allegations, Leaving Neverland, and the public backlash from Michael Jackson at this point. Sandman, how do you feel about Drake taking this making this decision?
It's far beyond Drake. It's a lot of people in media, and it screams to the hypocrisy of a lot of people that they ride waves. Now, no matter if you believe he's innocent or he's guilty, that's your prerogative. That is your truth. Can't nobody take you off of your truth. They can validate it or they can go against it. That's up to you. But when you look at a situation where a lot of people knew all of the allegations that were out there, this man has been dead for 10 years. And now because of a documentary that comes out by two sources, now all of a sudden, because the media is so dark upon Michael Jackson, it's very easy for you just to go, nah, I'm not going to do it. That screams hypocrisy, and that's real corny to me. That's fucking whack. And where are your morals? Where are your balls? Where your balls at, Drake? And like I said, that goes for a lot of people out there, but because you don't see a lot of people going and pointing on the side of Michael Jackson and showing their support for Michael Jackson. And not to say that they have to, but the hypocrisy of looking at a documentary now and not ever having a cross-examination to two sources that are known to lie, not two sources that are credible, not two sources that never had any black eye on them, two sources that are known to lie, no cross-examination, no questions asked to this, that, or the third, everything steered in their direction. And now it's cool for them to take a man's legacy out the way without any rebuttal. Okay, and now Drake wants to take his music off because it's not popular, because it's a wave. When you took the song without his his family's consent to begin with, music unheard by anybody. It was a Michael Jackson song, unfinished, and you take the bars, or you take whatever, you get clearance, however you do, against a lot of the family members will, and now you go ahead and you take away, and with you doing that, Drake, a lot of your fans are going to do the same because a lot of them follow you. So if you supported Michael Jackson, a lot of the people that might have been on the fence may look at it a little deeper, and it's a shame.
It sucks, man, because at the end of the day, man, the bottom line with this whole situation is that, first of all, this man is dead. This man has had his time in court, and it's setting a new precedent now, because now you have it where, like we were saying in pre-production, now it's to the point where you can have someone that actually brings out mere allegations against you, and enough people actually believe this allegation, then people are actually going to start running with it and taking action against this person, actually believing that this person did what they said that he did. And it's just sad, man. Now, like we said, Michael Jackson did a lot of things where people would deem questionable, but to do that to children, I don't think he did. I'll stand on that. I think that this is an opportunity for somebody to come up off of his name. I don't know if they call it clout chasing. They're trying to get money, fame, notoriety. I think that they're lying. That's just what I feel in my heart. I mean, again, we talked about this on numerous occasions, but for the new people that are going to see this, we talked about the 10-year FBI investigation. We talked about, him, going, to court. And we got to remember, when you go to court and you're accused of something like that, they're taking rape kits, they're taking DNA, they're taking all this to try to, find out if you did it. This man was found innocent of this. He's an innocent man now that's dead, that's being dragged through the media, his legacy being destroyed off of just mere allegations. That's it.
You know the thing, and I'm glad that you went personal on it. Not personal, but you gave your opinion on how you feel as far as with Michael Jackson, whether he's guilty or innocent, because I feel the same. But I want to go a different direction because what bothers me about this is, no, you know what? Whether you liked him or you disliked him because of the allegations, or is your prerogative. But I hope in you not liking him, you didn't listen to his music before this. You didn't support him before this. It wasn't just a whisper and just shit talking and making fun of, because that was the popular thing to do, to point fingers and laugh. And the media did a great job at pointing fingers and laughing at Michael Jackson. And I guess people who didn't like him or had questions as to his behavior kind of joined along the band and pointed fingers and threw forks at him too. So if you felt that way, fine, but I hope you didn't support his music. To the people now, because it's popular, because it's a wave, because everybody is quote unquote muting this and muting that, and it's popular in this day and age to mute this and mute that. Now they just want to run and destroy a man's legacy 10 years removed. Right. Let's strip Michael Jackson out of the equation. Let's put anybody in there that put in the body of work, and all of a sudden their name is taken out of the equation. 10 years removed from their death. 10 years removed. We talk about Hitler like he's a piece of trash, but we still sell his book. Come on, man.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Yeah, and you have all, you know, not to say that Michael Jackson is guilty, but you have all, you know, types of people, you know, and that we, you know, as Americans, you know, venerate as heroes that were mass murderers, rapists, slave owners. So that just is what it is, man. Sad to actually see this, man, because his music, you know, I think his music far transcends, you know, any allegation. Still to this day, any allegation that could come out, any guys trying to lie on him, you know what I mean? I just think it transcends that.
And even us bringing up the points of the slave master or the hypocrisy or Hitler or anything crazy like that, it doesn't condone pedophilia. Let me make that clear. The Uncensored Truth podcast does not condone pedophilia. We are fathers. We don't play that shit. We were raised in the village. We understand the importance. Don't play that game. But in this situation, whether it be popular or not, if we think a motherfucker's innocent, we're going to say he's innocent. And if we think he's guilty, we're going to say he's guilty. So in this situation, we feel as though in our heart of hearts, whether it be validated by your truth or not, that the Uncensored Truth feels like Michael Jackson is innocent of the crime.
And we just do by looking at what's on the table. I mean, you gotta, it's just like when they have a juror and they put all the evidence in front of you, you have the right to form your opinion, say, I think they did it. I think they didn't do it. We feel with the evidence that we have. And a lot of people say, oh, watch the documentary. I don't need to watch propaganda.
Thank you.
I don't need to do that. You know, I go with the information that's available already. Why would I subject myself, you know, to somebody's opinion to alter what I already know? There's no need for me to do that. So, you know, again, it's just an allegation. And here's what I'll say in closing, because we were talking about this also in a pre-production. That what if that was you? What if that was your family member, and you know for a shadow of a doubt you didn't do it, but since you had money, fame, notoriety, you were an important person, you did a lot, you accomplished a lot. Now somebody that you may have met and even helped wants to come back now and say that you did something you didn't do. Imagine that. And people are now starting to believe it. And now you're dead. But imagine if you was even alive. You're not even here to defend yourself. Just imagine that for a minute if you didn't do it.
Let me ask you a question, oh God, in closing in this. Does Michael Jackson's family, his brothers, his sisters, Janet, need to come out and speak for Mike? Because he's not here. And his name and his legacy is being destroyed. Whether you believe him or not, it's being destroyed. And you hear his nephew coming out and defending him, and has been defending him and has been on his back for the strength, really, but not the brothers and the sisters. Do you feel as though Michael Jackson's family, although they are suing the full HBO and things like that, you see that, should they be out here publicly going a little more to bat for Michael Jackson if in fact he is innocent?
That's a good question. I would say, yeah. I mean, you know, some people will say, you know, the best thing you could do is sue, but they need that mouthpiece. They need that spokesperson who's going to step up and vehemently, you know, denounce this. We read little articles and things like that, but I want to see a video of somebody saying this is a lie and why this is a lie. These dudes did this. These dudes are in it for the money, and actually show, you know, proof. They got to get like that. I mean, I don't know if they have somebody like that in their family. Sometimes you have family where people are just, they just get what they can get from the situation. They might not be emotionally attached, but I know there's somebody in that big Jackson family. Come on, man. And one of his nephews was on TMZ, so I give him credit. Right. You know, so forget about that. But yeah, that you have to stand up You know, even if you had to come on our platform or another platform and put the information out there that these people are lying, because believe it or not, yeah, they have the media outlets, but if the narrative, you know, what I'm trying to say is that YouTube right now is just as big as your HBOs or your other, you know, outlets. That's why it's important, you know, for us, you know, to put the correct information out there on different narratives like this Michael Jackson, you know, thing. And not to, it's easy for us just to follow the wave and say, oh, that's disgusting. Did you see that? Michael Jackson accused of, you know, this. That's easy. But to really, you know, sift through the truth and give the truth, because we know, saying, man, both of us, if Michael Jackson was guilty, if we had evidence, we would say he was guilty, right?
All day long.
We would say it.
Fuck about his
I don't
music.
care, yeah.
You fuck about his music like
But
that.
we feel that he's innocent
Mhm.
from what's on the table. So,
That's
yeah,
a fact, man. I agree.
definitely. But yeah, man, you tuned into the Uncensored Truth podcast with your brother, Old God, and Sandman going in today on this Monday.